Monster Inc. will always be my favorite movie from Pixar, alongside Cars and Wall-E. Everything about it is good. The characters were quite funny, the soundtrack was awesome, and the emotional bits. But now, my good memories of the film are ruined because of one single DVD. It was a beautiful day and I was just on my notebook I got for my birthday drawing some pictures. A few seconds later I heard a ring at the doorbell. I looked through the door but nobody was out there, so I slowly opened it. I saw a package on the blue mat. I brought it in and opened it. To my surprise, it was my childhood favorite Pixar film on DVD, Monsters Inc. It wasn't just any DVD, but the 2002 2-disc collector's edition. I already had it, but something was off on it. The logo on the front had a red M instead of a blue one. Mike had one eye and he was drooling and crying blood. Boo's silhouette had black eyes along with blood on the door. And Sully had red eyes and fangs. I got suspicious about this DVD. I looked on the back cover. The THX certified print logo on the back cover was also written in red, along with Randall having red eyes and Ross having bloodstains on her. I decided to watch it to find any differences in this DVD to the one I already had. I decided to watch it because it was my favorite childhood film. I plugged in my DVD player and put disc 1 in. The FBI warnings came up, but the background was red instead of blue. The trailers played as normal. The menu screen came up, but it was also different. The music was kind of distorted and a little different. It was a piano version of it, and along with that, you would hear Sully's roar. I immediately took notice of those differences, but just shrugged them off. Then, I pressed play. Boy, would I really wanna take that back. The THX Text to Moo Can trailers played. But it was way off. The THX logo appeared in a dark background, as usual. There was about 10 seconds of silence until the mascot, Tex, dropped down to the ground so fast I almost fell off the couch. He looked at the camera and pulled out the Moo Can. But it was red, and it had Sully's face on it. Tex gave the Moo Can a small shake, but there was no moo sound. He pressed a button on his chest, activating the jetpack on his back, and flew to the X and took out the cord like normal. But it looked burned. He plugged it in the Moo Can and gave it a small shake again. But instead of moo sounds like in the actual trailer, there were sounds of Sully roaring. The sounds were so loud Tex dropped the Moo Can to cover his ears. But it was not quite enough, and his head exploded into a pile of gore, along with the THX logo falling into pieces. Then the black screen falls down, with a text saying, "The best sound, the best picture, you are watching a THX certified feature." Instead of the THX slogan, "The audience is listening." Also, the text was shattered. I was shocked from what I just watched. The Walt Disney Picture logo played, but it was crimson red. The font is different and the audio had a demonic tint added. The Pixar logo played as normal with the audio still demonic though. The usual intro played, but with the music going distorted, and the background was a bunch of old broken doors. The film began as per usual, that is, until Water News came on screen. His voice was distorted. The rest played like normal. There were some parts of the film where the DVD would stop, and then jumps to the next scene. But this is where things get really disturbing. During the part where Sully does his big loud roar, Randall approaches Water News and told him he has the child with him. Water News, clearly upset, goes toward Sully and says something in a demonic tone. How could this happen? After a blood-red door appeared, Mike stated, Sir, that's not her door." Water News said his usual lines. Randall uncamouflages himself before opening the door, revealing it to be hell. "It's yours," Water News said, as he shoved both Mike and Sully into hell. And what happened next was the most horrific. Mike and Sully screamed as they were being burned, with their voice actors screaming in anguish. Soon, their burned corpses fell to the ground, dead. The end credits, "If I Didn't Have You" played, but distorted. And the DVD ended there. I didn't want to watch disc 2 because I didn't want to see what was on that DVD as well. I was shocked at what I saw. I decided to email Pixar Animation Studios about the film. Here is their reply. From Pixar Animation. Subject: Monsters Inc. film. "We are sorry about that. We would never ever make anything that graphic in a kid's film. Well, a film tampering issue is to blame. Before the final batch, someone named James Bowing snuck in and made this alternate version. So, sorry about that. Don't worry, we and the team are working on investigating this. Jump along, Lasseter." Well, I chuckled at the jump along part, but one thing never would leave me. Why would someone do this? If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, because there are more chilling tales to be told. Also, check out my other social media profiles. The links for those are down in the description. Thanks for listening.